We talked about modern masculinity. We talked about modern femininity. So now let's ask the real question. Who's really responsible for the breakdown in relationships, men, women, or both?
Most people want to blame the opposite gender. It's easier, it protects ego. But relationships don't break down because of one side. They break down because of unhealed patterns colliding.
So let's be honest. Men say women are too independent. Women say men are emotionally unavailable. But what if both are reacting to past hurt?
Exactly. A guarded woman meets a defensive man. She tests. He withdraws. He shuts down. She escalates, and neither one feels safe.
So who fixes it? Because everybody wants love, but nobody wants to admit they might be contributing to the problem. Are men responsible for not evolving? Are women responsible for not trusting? Or are we both responsible for healing ourselves first?
Responsibility starts individually. You can't demand emotional safety if you're emotionally reactive. You can't demand leadership if you resist partnership. You can't ask for peace if you bring chaos.
So maybe the issue isn't masculinity, maybe it's not femininity, maybe it's emotional immaturity on both sides, and we've normalized dysfunction so much that healthy feels boring.
Accountability is uncomfortable. It requires self-reflection, and most people would rather argue than look in the mirror.
Let me ask you watching this, when your last relationship ended, did you only point fingers, or did you take inventory? Did you ask, what did I tolerate? What did I ignore? What did I avoid working on?
Healthy relationships aren't built by perfect people. They're built by self-aware people. And self-awareness doesn't blame. It grows.
So who's really responsible? We are, individually, for healing, for evolving, for communicating, for regulating our emotions. Because when two healed people meet, there's no power struggle. There's no gender war. There's growth. We've talked about masculinity. We've talked about femininity. We've talked about responsibility. So now let's ask the bigger question. Is modern love about healing, or is it just ego disguised as standards?
A lot of what people call standards are actually defense mechanisms. And a lot of what people call boundaries are actually walls.
Let's be real. We say we want emotionally available partners, but do we know how to receive emotional honesty without reacting? We say we want leadership, but do we know how to surrender control? Is it healing or ego?
Modern dating feels like negotiation. Power, leverage, position. Who cares less? Who texts last? Who apologizes first? That's not healing. That's ego competing.
And here's what I've noticed. When someone tries to love us differently, healthier, calmer, sometimes we call it boring because chaos feels familiar. So are we rejecting peace because we haven't healed from drama?
Healing requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires humility. But ego hates humility. Ego wants to win. Healing wants to grow.
So maybe modern love isn't failing. Maybe it's exposing us, exposing attachment issues, exposing insecurity, exposing emotional immaturity, because love will always reveal what you haven't healed. Let me ask you watching this, when conflict happens, are you protecting the relationship or protecting your pride? When you say, I deserve better, is that discernment or ego speaking from hurt?
Two egos can't build intimacy, but two healed people can build legacy. Modern love doesn't need perfection. It needs self-awareness.
So is modern love about healing or ego? Maybe it's both, but the difference is this: ego demands, healing understands, ego reacts, healing reflects, ego competes, healing connects. And until we choose healing over pride, modern love will keep feeling like war instead of partnership. This wasn't about blaming men. This wasn't about blaming women. This was about growth, because masculinity and femininity aren't enemies. Unhealed people are. If this trilogy challenged you, good. Growth should. If this resonated with you, if this challenged you, or if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this episode. Let's build this community strong. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. And if there's a topic you want me to speak on, and drop it in the comments below. We're not just listening over here. We're healing, we're growing, we're breaking patterns, and we're still standing.